I'm Peter Foss, and I'm a professor here at Utah State University and just loving it. I'm so impressed with the quality of the students and the school altogether. My passion has been business all my life. I grew up on a textile factory in Denmark, and already at age 10 had my first company. At age 12, I set the goal to get my MBA and have loved the complexity, leadership, and strategy around business ever since. I feel like the greatest job that I can do as a teacher is to help the students to find ways to add value for themselves and add value for the companies that they're working for. There's no job security anymore after you graduate from college or at all. So the best thing you can do is to learn to create value for the companies you're with, and if they for some reason don't need you anymore, for the companies that you can go to, and with that for yourself. I grew up in Denmark. I worked for many companies, and I think that both small companies, entrepreneurial companies, as well as the largest companies in the world. I think the greatest value that I bring to the classroom is that of a very practical perspective. I have been the president and CEO, general manager of companies in Europe, in Japan, in Korea, in Australia, in America, and at one time, very recently, was responsible for 9 international companies. 1 company in Europe, 1 company in Japan, Korea, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand. I had 900 employees, a management team in each of those countries, more than $350 million in revenue, and we more than tripled our yearly growth. What really gets me excited is that of bringing a team of people together. It can be in a department, it can be in a company, it can be in multiple companies. Together with that team, setting a clear direction of where we are going, and together as a team figuring out how to get there. That's the kind of value that I hope that I can also give to my students. I have my bachelor's degree from University of Odense. I have a master's degree also from University of Odense, and I've been an adjunct professor at Odense University as well as Westminster College in the US, and I'm now delighted to be at Utah State University. As far as sports goes, I love sports. I was a ski instructor for the Danish junior ski team. I was one of the top yacht and sailors in Europe. And so skiing and sailing and running marathons is something I like to do. Management class 6640 is about leadership and operational excellence. At first you will say, well, how do those two things come together? Well, they do, and they do very well. Because operational excellence is something that you cannot accomplish without having people to actually do it. And that's where the leadership piece comes in. In this class, we are working on the leadership side using Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is an incredible good leadership book, both on the personal and the professional level. And we are also working with a book, The Toyota Way, which talks about the Toyota's incredible principles of how they build a business based on systems and processes, but realizing that it ties into culture. The beautiful thing is that both of these books have one major model each. So in the 7 Habits, it's the maturity continuum. In the Toyota Way, it's the Toyota house. That's the model. So the students will be involved in teams and individually in learning how to be a good leader and how to have good processes in place and how the two of them integrate. We have a lot of case studies, we have a lot of work together, and we even have the opportunity to talk about a special time when leadership and the Toyota Way, the Covey and the Toyota Way came together. And this is when Toyota manufacturing companies set up a plant in the United States together with, Toyota and General Motors set that up together, and then Covey, where I worked at the time, were able to make that merger. And we will, in class, Skype in Dr. Freimuth from General Motors into the class telling about what actually happens. So some of the things that you're learning about in 7 Habits and you're learning about the Toyota Way, you will actually hear from the person that was there and were part of that, how that happened. Now, I was there as well, but I was there from the point of Copy Leadership Center, where I was a consultant and senior leadership partner there. The outcome of this is that you will have 2 clear models to work with and use as you're finishing. Some of the comments I've received from students after taking this class has been, this has been the most life-changing experience that I've had. Or this class has been the one class where I really know how to go in a new direction and I'm excited about doing it. So I hope you'll feel the same way and looking forward to the opportunity of having you in my class. Thank you.